Check this out. This is the EVERCADE handheld retro gaming console. And there's something pretty cool about it. Hi, my name is Amy Vishwanatha and you are watching Techie Housewife. When I opened the box that came in the mail and I saw this inside, I had to do a double take. Was it what I really thought it was? As I read the box, I realized it was exactly what I thought it was. And I am ready to open this because it's been on the back burner for a couple weeks because of my PC build. So let's just get right to it. As you can see, EVERCADE is a retro handheld console. It does support 8 and 16-bit games. And it does allow you to play on your TV at 720p HDMI. Yes, you read that right. It has a unique cartridge. This is what I was excited about. If you see on the side here, it comes with 3 cartridges. That means this handheld device has to have a cartridge put into it. You will see we have an Atari collection, an interplay collection, and a Data East collection, and officially licensed. This just gives a list of some of the games, which we're going to look at these anyway, so we don't really need to look at that. This shows that it is a premium pack, and it gives a list of all the games on here. Okay, let's look at the back. And basically, it's pretty much some of the same information. It looks like the battery can last up to 4 hours, so that's pretty cool. And this says it has responsive controls. I'm hoping that is definitely the case. I also read that this supports saving and loading your game. So if you're curious about that, that question's answered. So now you see why I was so excited. I guess it's because that's what I kind of grew up with, always having to insert a cartridge to play a game. It just brings back the memory of those days. Let's get out our trusty little knife. Always remember safety. I can put it in the box. Always remember, close that knife. Here we go. Moment of truth. It's a box. I feel like there should be some music going. Oh! They put the start guide in there. It was right on top. Okay, first of all, I just want to say I love the colors and I love how retro it looks. This just takes me back to 80s for some reason and I love it. Let's just take this handy little thing out here. See what's underneath. Oh my goodness. Yes. This is what I've been waiting for. Check it out. This is the Interplay collection. This is the Data East collection, and that means this has to be, yes it is, this is the Atari collection. And we also have the charging cable, which is a micro USB. Let me see. So this is the mini HDMI switch, the power button, of course our triggers, and this is where we will be inserting our cartridge, which I am going to open. We have our micro USB charging port. We have our headphone jack. We have our volume. This is for the menu, start select, and it almost gives you the feel, these buttons, of you're looking through one of those really strong pair of glasses. The quality feels really good on this. I'm just curious as to what it looks like when we turn it on. Wow. And by the way, we do have 2 speakers on the top, so we should be getting some good sound out of this, hopefully. It does come partially charged, it looks like, and immediately it's asking for the cartridge. So there we are, and of course, wouldn't be complete without the little booklet that goes with the game. Here we go. Are we excited? It's like a water drop. Two great dudes. Joe and Mac for White Town. Magical Drop. Midnight Resistance. Side Pocket. Bad Dudes. I love the names of these games. It's fun. Burger Time. Let's see. Let's try Burger Time. Just FYI, I never did play this in my childhood. I have no idea what I'm doing. Go up the ladder. Okay. I'm having a little trouble with the D-pad. Let's see if it's just me. Okay, can I not get up there? No, go, go, go. Oh, boogers. You have to push up and you have to really push right or left. There's no in between if you want to do this properly. Okay, so when I push menu, it goes to in-game menu. And here is actually where you can go to your saved data. You can load or you can save, and then you can also quit the game here. And you can go into your settings. Full screen or original size are your choices. That's a great added setting there, so you can decide what you want to do. Okay, let's play a fighting game. This is a 16-bit fighting game. Fighters History 1994. Okay, volume is at full volume. I'm actually surprised it's not louder than that. Okay, we are going to play the CPU battle. I'm going to be this guy, I think. This guy's like whooping me. Meanie? Why can't I do any leg sweeper? Ah, haha. So the triggers are important here. Haha. Gotcha. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to be talking about the buttons and everything, right? After I figured, oh my goodness, I figured out a move. Let's see. No, how dare he? I'm gonna get him now. No, 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 that was not fair. So this is very well put together. I mean, this is a sturdy handheld. There's nothing, I would say, cheap feeling about this. The buttons feel like they have been made out of a great quality material, and they're not too slippery. They are not sticky. They're kind of like pretty much perfect. I like the size of them. And the D-pad, I wish it was a normal D-pad, but there are games that you're going to need the diagonal use, so I understand why they did use this. It feels comfortable in my hands, and it was a little odd using the trigger, but once I figured out what I was doing, I started to feel comfortable using it after a couple of seconds. So I think it's just a matter of what you're used to and just getting used to something new. Main menu, you have the screen brightness. You can have high, medium, or low, which is nice. Let's see, what does low look like? Okay. And that's pretty good. I think low would be great at night if you have a light turned off. Menu sound is on, off, on. You can get rid of those annoying little bleeps if you want, and maybe they're not so annoying. You don't have to get rid of them. For languages, we have English, Deutsch, which is German, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, and French. Let's just take the cartridge out. Here is the cartridge. Puts me in mind of some of the Game Boy cartridges. And you'll see, and if you want to look, I don't know if you can see up inside there very well. It's basically a cartridge that we would have used back in the day. And it's pretty cool. It's very nostalgic. I really like the fact that this is how they made it. They are staying true to the word retro. Okay, this is the Interplay collection. Simple, it's basic, and that's how it used to be. And it's also a decent material. It's not bending or anything like that. This has Battle Chess from 1988, and I really like that they've given the dates of the games. Clayfish, Earthworm, Jim. Hey, that's the year I graduated. The volume is a little less than I thought it should be, actually. Jump, jump. Okay, triggers. No. Dude, I'm trying to figure out. Okay, one thing I'm noticing is if I tip it too far, and I'm hoping you can see that as well, I lose a lot of the visuals. Tipping it this way isn't as bad, but I noticed if I let it go back a little bit and it's not straight on my face, I can't see it very well. Side to side, not perfect, but not as bad as this. Like straight flat like this is really hard for me to see unless I tilt it. Controls are working pretty good on this. I don't feel like anything is sticking or not doing what I want it to. I feel like the buttons have a nice bounce back. Really nice, actually. They're not mushy. The screen isn't washed out or anything. I just have a hard time viewing it at this angle. If I barely tilt it, I'm having a really hard time seeing it. And it's kind of disappointing. I wish the screen was a little bit better. I do have it on like a high brightness. So this is as bright as it goes. I would say this is very, very user-friendly. Just like back in the day, you just put the cartridge in and basically played. You hit menu for your options. That's very basic, and that's what I really like about handhelds with cartridges. For all you that hate clowns, I'm sorry. I can see it's a little bright. This game is she's beating me up. Give me a chance. This is funny. Oh, she threw me. I was totally not prepared for this. Not as vivid as I would have hoped for. If you haven't noticed, it's hard for me to talk and play seriously at the same time. Oh, I can roll into a snowball. I will say that right now, I think this is looking a little smoother than the other two did. Here's something interesting. Video pinball. Let's see how this is. Okay, so D-pad only. Sorry, it took me a second there. Okay, right and left. Okay, that makes sense. So you can only use D-pad on this. So up pushes them both up, like I just hit it. Right makes the right one go, and left, oopsie, I was a little late, but left, and you can see when I'm pushing it, it's coming up. So timing is good. So it's responding exactly when I push. There's no issues there. I do like this, but this is not, unfortunately, not going to be a favorite. I was sure that this was going to be one I absolutely loved. I think because of the screen, the way the D-pad is made, and the sound is pretty much less when you turn it up. That doesn't really bother me that much. Plus, you gotta remember, to use this, you're gonna be buying extra cartridges. So you're gonna be putting more money into this. It's not just a one-time thing. I love how classic this looks. I feel like if you're a kid who visited the arcade regularly, then this is something that will take you back to that. Did I just kill it? I don't know. Was that guy a prisoner? I don't know. So yeah, this is fun. This game is really taking me back. I was so excited to open this handheld console, and I so absolutely love the aesthetics. I love the placement of everything, and I love that the quality is really good. The materials that they use, the buttons, everything, it's sturdy. I really do like that. Since this is a cartridge console, you will have to buy some more cartridges to play. You do have a number of games on each of the cartridges though. It's not like you have to go out and buy a cartridge if you don't want to. I am happy with the cartridges themselves. I'm happy with the quality of the cartridges. I'm happy that they play immediately when I put them in and there was no issues there whatsoever. I'm kind of torn in my feelings for this. I'm not sure how to explain. In so many ways, this is such a super cool handheld. In so many ways, it could have been even better. While I realize some of that could be like personal preference, it's still a pretty cool device. And at this price point, I have to remember, I did get 3 cartridges with it. So the bundle together, the 3 cartridges and the handheld console together, I think that's a great price point for this. Everything about this screams retro. Everything about this is nostalgic. If you want something that's just gonna take you back, then this would totally do that. One thing I do wanna mention is they have actually announced an EVERCADE VS console, which uses the same cartridges, and it can be played by up to 4 players, and it's so nostalgic to be able to buy cartridges again. The EVERCADE VS is actually powered by a 1.5 gigahertz quad-core CPU, and it does have 512 MB of DRAM, and it does have a 1080p output. It will store and save load states in the cartridge itself, just like this. It will allow you to resume your progress on the EVERCADE handheld, and vice versa. It has a Wi-Fi connection for updates and for any future online features that Blaze decides to release. The EVERCADE VS will be available for pre-ordering starting on May 28th, and it'll be $99, and that will start shipping early November. Also, there will be 4 more cartridges released in November as well. I will actually put the link to EVERCADE's website below in the description so you can go find some more information there. But I do think it's cool that they are actually manufacturing more cartridges, so you will have some games to look forward to in the future. So, did this live up to my expectations? Yes and no. Each cartridge comes with 6 to 20 games on it, and each costs $19.99. I'll let you judge if you think that's a good price or not. So the $100 price, like I said, does include the console and the 3 cartridges. So keeping that in mind, each cartridge is $20. It's almost $60. So you're basically paying $40 for the handheld, which all things considered is an excellent price, in my opinion. And when I keep that in mind, did it live up to my expectations? In many, many ways, yes. And I believe anyone who buys this, they know that they're going to have to purchase cartridges in the future. Between all these 3 cartridges, you have 36 licensed games. This is such a well put together handheld. I do love the feel of it in my hands. It's not slippery. I don't think I would be afraid of dropping it and anything happening to it. The same for the cartridges, great quality. I'm pushing on it right now, which I probably shouldn't be, but it's not bending or anything, so it's pretty good and solid. And from a nostalgic retro standpoint, this checks off every box. So do I recommend this? I do recommend this. If you are super into the retro handheld devices, this is a must for you. I mean, if you're totally into it, I don't know how you could not get this. It's everything retro should be. They didn't try to skimp on quality at all. It's well put together and it's a beautiful device. Like I said, I want to be clear, it's $99 for the entire bundle. That includes the retro handheld console and the 3 cartridges, which come with a total of 36 games altogether. I do hope this video helped you learn a little more about EVERCADE's retro games handheld console. That is all I have for today. Thank you for watching. Please share this video with your friends, and as always, have a game-tastic day.